I know you probably want to praise Emile Smith-Rowe, but I have to say, when I think of young players at Arsenal doing exceptionally well within the last, say, 15, 20 years, I know Tony Adams was there as a youngster and all of that, but Cesc Fabregas, and you would know about that because you were right alongside him.
One good point that Nigel said is for me, the example is a little bit with Man City and Phil Foden. You know, they took care of him. They introduced him to the first team. So he was taking the first year, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes there when the score was 4-0. So he was allowed to gain experience, to enjoy himself and playing, most importantly, playing without pressure, not carrying anything. So you play because we want you to gain experience, but you don't play because we are waiting on you to make the difference. And for me, that is a big difference for young players. So you see the first half, the first year when he's starting to get close to the first team. Then the second year, he's starting to play more FA Cup game and 30-minute depth. And then the last year is where, you know, everybody start to realize how good he is. And I think it's important, even though it's great to see young players taking responsibility and carrying a team, but you don't want that through the whole season. Even more so when the results are not great. You know, you want to protect those players because you don't want them to get burned too quickly or to get not bored in a way that they don't want to play anymore. But it's very draining to be able to maintain that performance at such a young age. So for me, it's great to see that because it proved that the academy is working well. And like Nigel said, you need DNA back to Arsenal, and they are the guys that are going to bring this back. But you need to protect them, and to protect them, you need your star players or your more experienced player to take responsibility, because it's a great thing in a way for the club to have such talents, but at the same time, it shows a lot that those young talents are carrying the team.
Do any of these talents that we're talking about, these young talents, incite as much excitement for you, Gael, as when Cesc Fabregas was a teenager? Because you basically joined Arsenal at the same time, didn't you?
For me, it's without taking any credits out of anybody, because I love them so much. The way they play, you know, they are fearless. But it's one thing to take Patrick Vieira's place, example, and to perform within this team that we all know and playing in a team that we know as of today. The level of competition is totally different. The level of quality is totally different. So even though they are great, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have an amazing career and they will be top draw for the next few years, you cannot compare what Cesc Fabregas did at the time when he did it. You know, it's someone who pushed Patrick Vieira outside of the club. And this, for itself, there's no comparison.
Okay.
I think with that, what Gael's saying is right, because I think for me, I think with Saka and Smith-Rowe, it just shows that the academy at Arsenal is still there. But exactly, Gael's got some great points in the fact of you don't want these players to get burnt out. And we're in a different generation of football now where these young guys keep doing what they're doing for Arsenal. It's not going to be long till maybe a Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain or one of these clubs come and buy these young players and take them away from Arsenal. Then again, Arsenal are going to be in the same predicament or back to square one again. You know, the young players you brought through your academy with the Arsenal DNA who are becoming a bit more of a leader, leaving your club to go and make another club that you should be rivaling to become even better. So it's that protection element that they do need to. And like Gael said, you don't want these guys having to play week in, week out, and them knowing that basically they are the guys that are carrying this club right now and everyone's looking to them for inspiration for being so young, because it's a different generation. If it was our generation, Gael and myself, it's different for us because we knew we had to come through a lot more tougher situations and tougher environments where we had to step up to the plate. But these young lads, there's so much going on right now and how the world has changed that you don't want to put them in that position.
Yeah.